This is the video that I didn't want to have to make for Arma Reforger.
Do you think you could do it again? Do you think you could ever be able to preach again? Do you think there's anything left inside you that has any good to it, that could shine a light into somebody's lost way? Do you think if you had to, if your soul was riding on the line and you had to testify and you had to make a commitment, if it was a final answer, what would you do? Well,
today I want to talk about Arma Reforger's biggest problem.
Is that a raincoat?
Yes, it is.
And no, it has nothing to do with hacking.
Hey, Paul!
But on to the main point. This is what configures your server to run, and this is the default for which the Arma Reforger official servers run on. We can scroll down on the wiki to this very important section called VON can transmit cross-faction. VON stands for Voice over Network. This is the option to allow players to transmit on other faction radios. True is allow to communicate, false is listen only. By default, this is false. Now, you might disagree with whether or not this should be on or not, and if you think it's something that should be allowed, you are more than welcome to run a custom server, and I enjoy the custom servers that actually do allow this.
I'm not American. I couldn't talk to you if I was American.
But those ones are moderated, usually by a game master or an admin, actively monitoring the communications and dealing with people who are being unreasonable. Unfortunately, there is a way to get around this. Normally, you would see this red lock icon when you acquire an enemy radio. This means that VON can transmit cross-faction is set to false, and there should in fact be no enemy talking on the radio. So this is what players have come to expect as the default in the game. They cannot hear an enemy transmit on their radio. However, there's a very easy way to get around this. This is the video that I didn't want to have to make for Arma Reforger, but I think we're at the point where I have to make it. The way that you exploit this issue in Arma Reforger, so that you can talk over this radio despite it being disabled, is by double tapping your radio key. When you double tap your radio key, I believe this works on controller as well. You guys still alive? When you double tap the radio key, it sets it to continuous transmission. Most people, unfortunately, use the ability to speak on enemy communications as a reason to just do disruptive tactics.
Huh? Oh. Ooh. Oh, naggers, of course.
Instead of getting into the theme of the game and having fun with it, and having fun with people, where you're, hey, where's Washington? Hey, where are you guys attacking? Hey, I've dealt with the enemy attack at X location.
For once, I wish a guy would take me out for dinner.
I feel the same way.
And for once, I wish a guy would take a dump on my chest.
These are fine things. These are fun things. You know, when it comes into, I'm just going to say racial slurs for 10 minutes straight, and you guys can't kick me because I'm kind of on the enemy team. Your only option is to mute the person. And I don't know. On one hand, it's a way to just immediately deal with it. On the other hand, I think this is something the developers have to figure out. Thank you for checking out this short video. My name is Rectorall. I make a lot of crazy content. Usually not informative content, but I want to talk about this. And I regret talking about it. I regret telling people how to do it, but at the same time I don't. Because I think the only way to solve the problem is by bringing attention to the problem.